Hey, you guys, this is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. And I am doing the exact same. I'm having a wonderful day today. I'm off work. I just got finished eating my juicy ass hamburger from the hood. Okay. I had to go there. You know what I'm saying? Before I left, I really don't know if I'm gonna go back anytime before I leave, but hopefully I do. But I had to. Everybody want to cry and stuff and hug me and tell me how happy they are for me and things like that. So y'all know we got less than 2 weeks before I move to ATL. So the time is near, very much so. I foresee this live being about 45 minutes. Okay. Y'all know I try not to keep you guys for too long, especially after last night with the chasing panel. We was on there for damn near 3 hours. So, I try not to keep you guys around for too long. I try to get y'all to missing in. Be on up out of here. You feel what I'm saying? But before we go ahead and get into everything, let me let you guys know what is coming up tomorrow, Saturday, right? So tomorrow is Young, Fresh, and New. And if you're brand new to the platform, first of all, subscribe. And number two, make sure you check out Young, Fresh, and New. It is a segment where I talk to up and coming YouTubers. There's some YouTubers that's been around for quite some time now, but people probably still don't know who they are. And I decided to give them a platform to speak about their channel and give them some new faces. Okay. And we will be talking to Mr. Chalaki. I do know of Mr. Chalaki. I know that he's a long-time supporter of mine, long-time subscriber. He got his own channel. He's been around for a long time, and I really think that y'all should give him a chance. So make sure you guys tune into that tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And then also, on Saturday, there will be Yes for the Music with Bando and I later on that evening. We'll be talking about music and nothing but the music. So make sure you guys get into that. And then later on, for the last part of the night, I will be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. We will be back for that. Okay. And of course, T goes live first and then I go live after. So make sure you guys get into that. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got. And you guys do know that with every live, I push for 100 plus every live, and it looks like we almost there within a 4-minute radius. So we're about to go ahead and get into today's gossip, okay? And we're going to start this thing off with the most crybaby bitch ass nigga in the industry, and that has to be Tyrese, okay? I don't know what he was trying to do. I guess he was trying to, give us this inner Marvin Gaye or something, but he look a fool. That's all I got to say. He look homeless, but whatever. So yes, Tyrese is in the blogs once again, for doing what he does best, and that is crying all the time. He calls DJ Envy out. Okay, now that's what he did. According to this article on what is it on Neighborhood Talk, he says that DJ Envy is banning him from the Breakfast Club, y'all. So let me pull this up real quick so you guys can see it, and let me remove this out of the way. So it says DJ Envy wouldn't let me in. I'm still here, stuck at the door. I guess the Breakfast Club don't want me to tell anyone about beautiful pain. Tyrese.tv, see the guy, please open the door, King, or whatever. So that's what he's saying. So then okay, so all this is basically, this whole thing is basically right here is where this beef with him and DJ Envy pretty much stemmed from or whatever. So if you guys are interested in hearing that part of it, I will play it for you guys just so y'all can get better context and things like that. But let me know if y'all want to hear that, because if you don't, then I'll just continue on with what I got to say, and then we can move on to the next, because I know y'all don't want to hear shit else about no damn Tyrese. So do y'all want me to go into that part as to the whole background of this beef with DJ Envy? Let me know in the comments right now before I go in on Tyrese. Okay, so I see a no. Oh, I see a bunch of no's. Okay, I ain't even got to see no more. I got you. So with that, all I gotta say is this: Tyrese is a stunt queen, if anything. He like, first of all, I try to respect all of my black queens, and Tyrese is definitely one of the black queens that I try to respect. He's giving me great music, some good movies, all those things. So I try to respect all black queens out there. I do. However, he's annoying. I just got to break it to you that way. He's fucking annoying. He's annoying as hell, and I just cannot do this black queen. I can't. I feel like that was all a stunt. I feel like he was doing it just to get a rise out of DJ Envy and trying to get a story and stuff like that. Like Tyrese would do anything for some motherfucking attention. That's just what he does. And I'm over it. I'm over it. And it really sucks that the person that I used to love, because I did love this black queen. I did. I love Tyrese. Tyrese used to be one of my favorite singers. I used to feel like he never really got his just due. I mean, growing up, Sweet Lady was the jam. Lately was the jam. How you gonna act like that was the jam? I like them girls, and what am I gonna do was the jam. Couldn't nobody really play Jody the way that he could on Baby Boy. Like, I just used to think that Tyrese was everything, but now he's everything annoying. He's everything that involves bitch ass, and he's just an annoying ass person, an annoying human being. And it sucks that when he's long gone, he will not be remembered for anything but his social media antics and the fact that he cries for attention and cries for his wife and cries for acceptance and cries for all types of stupid bullshit. You know what I mean? And it's annoying. And I can't take Tyrese. I just can't. Like I said, he does things to pretty much get attention because he ain't getting none at home. And that's just what it is. So I can't with Tyrese. He can go on about his business. And the Breakfast Club banning people really ain't nothing new. I mean, let's be real. K Michelle is banned still to this day from Breakfast Club, and Angela Yee not even on the motherfucking show no more, and she's still banned. If I'm not mistaken, Birdman probably banned too. I mean, Birdman and Beanie Siegel probably banned. I mean, didn't they put the Fear in Charlemagne the God's heart, to be quite honest? So, I mean, if he is banned, would you really be surprised? Because I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised. You got beef with these people. So why would you come? Why would they let you? If you ain't even, had no real time to really rectify that situation. So when you piss certain people off in certain places, I mean, that's what happened. They will block you from promoting your music. They will block you from coming on their show. I mean, if you didn't already had this public beef with DJ Envy, then you probably cannot step foot in those offices for the Breakfast Club. You should know that already. Why was K Michelle banned? K Michelle was banned because she cussed out Angela Yee. I don't know how you don't know that, baby, but you better go back. It was probably the last interview that K Michelle ever did with the Breakfast Club, where she pretty much cussed Angela Yee out. She probably put the fear of God in her ass too. So yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, you should never be surprised when you didn't beef with certain people in certain areas. I know for me, with me being a person that's a YouTuber or a media personality in quotation marks, I would never want to go nowhere where I'm not welcomed. Like if I feel as though you don't like me or you don't, I don't want to be on your platform in any given capacity. Like I just don't. Like I don't want to have nothing to do with you or your platform. That's just the truth. I don't want to do with you or your motherfucking platform at all. So I'll find another way to promote myself or do what I got to do, but I'm damn sure not coming to your platform if you don't like me. Like I'm not. Like I would never put myself in any uncomfortable position. Like period. Like I would never do that. I'm not here for that, and it's just not gonna happen. You can ask people in my real life circle of friends, like, look, if they're gonna be there, like if I gotta be there for you, I will. But if I had a choice, I wouldn't be around them. Like I am so stern about my personal space, and not only just my personal space, but my energy. I do not want to swap any energy with motherfuckers with. And that's just the truth here. So we're going to move on to the next topic. And that is Tank. Everybody knows that that's one of my man crushes of the industry, which is Tank. Okay. Now Tank decided to go and say some shit that didn't nobody ask for. Okay. And that don't nobody believe but him, because, you know, as much as I love Tank, he can be a little bit delulu if you ask me. But we're going to go ahead and get into the things of the things when it came down to what he said in regards to Chris Brown and Michael Jackson.
Is in fact better than Michael Jackson.
What? Do you understand what you're saying? Tank, do you understand what you're saying, my man? I mean, you admired, you're revered, you're associated with music, my brother. Everybody loves and respects you.
If there was Magic Johnson, now there is LeBron James. That is the ultimate evolution of a man who can play all 5 positions. We talk about Chris Brown. We're talking about the evolution of Michael Jackson, the evolution of Usher, the evolution of me, the evolution of Genuine. That is what this kid is.
Oh, come on, Tank. Tank, come on, man. Come on, man. When I saw Chris Brown perform, he's the best in the world right now. The best in the world, one of one. I'm just challenging the next level. Like, I didn't know there was a next level after Michael Jackson.
Chris Brown is in fact better than Michael Jackson.
What? Do you understand what you're saying? Tank, do you understand what you're saying, my man? I mean, you admired, you're revered, you.
Okay. First of all, Steven Smith irks me. He's such a annoying ass nigga. Okay, that's number one. Number two, let's look at what Tank said right here. And let me see if I can make it big so you guys can see, because I don't think y'all can see it that well. So let me put this on here. Okay, there we go. Vocal ability, he says Chris Brown wins. Writing ability, he says Chris Brown wins. Producing ability, he says Chris Brown wins. Dancing ability, he says that Chris Brown wins. I know you're going to say that MJ's catalog is crazy. Songs are classic, but that was because of a lot of great people involved who were some of the greatest at what they do. Chris Brown orchestrates his own movement from studio to visual to show. No handouts, no sponsors, and all the while, the world was against him. I'm ready to argue. Clearly you are. Clearly you're ready to argue. Clearly. Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean no harm when I say this. Let me preface this by saying that I, Scotty, by nature, TV, aka Mr. Still Standing, aka Flat Out Scotty, has never really been the biggest fan or the biggest hype man of Michael Jackson. Let's start off there. As a person that loves music and is a music connoisseur of all kinds, I have never been the biggest Michael Jackson fan. I've always preferred Prince over Michael Jackson. My opinion, my taste, that's what it is. However, regardless of me not being the biggest fan of Michael Jackson himself, that doesn't take away from the things that he did in the rules that he made and the reasons why he is the king of pop, even in death. Chris Brown could never see Michael Jackson in anything. And I'm sorry. Chris Brown has some good music here and there. Okay? Here and there. I don't understand the appeal. I don't understand why people feel like Chris Brown is like the best out here right now when he makes the same damn song every album. When you heard one Chris Brown song, you've definitely heard them all. And that's just what I think. I think that at the end of the day, Chris Brown ain't seeing Michael in anything. We just got to be honest about that. He's not seeing him. Michael wasn't that much of a vocalist. No, he wasn't. But neither was Chris Brown. Chris Brown ain't never been that much of a vocalist to me. Never. When it comes to dancing, I don't necessarily feel like Chris Brown can see Michael in dancing. And when it comes to production, he still ain't seeing Michael Jackson, because Michael Jackson did things that was elevated with every single album. Michael's albums never sounded the same. Thriller don't sound like Man in the Mirror. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of Michael's albums sound the same. When you listen to a Chris Brown album, you hear the same shit. And I see Black Gal in the comments. She's like, every artist makes the same sound in music. No, every artist does not. Maybe every artist that some of y'all listen to do that, but no, not every artist makes the same music. Like, for example, I don't think that Chris Brown is like an artist. Like, I don't think that he's an artist. I think that he's a singer who can dance. He's an entertainer. I don't feel like Chris Brown is an artist. When you're an artist, you do things in a different way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you do things differently with every album. Like, for example, like when me and Bando was up here the first time, we were talking about Monica and Brandy. I said, although I prefer Monica over Brandy, Brandy is an artist, Monica is not. Meaning, Monica does not go outside of her lane. Monica stays in that same exact lane. When you get a Monica album, you know exactly what you're going to get when you get a Monica album. You already know what it's going to sound like. You know what kind of music she's going to give you every time she drops an album. Brandy, for instance, none of her shit sound the same. When Brandy says she's going to come out with a new album, we're waiting to see how that shit sound, because it's not going to sound like the one before. It's not going to sound like the one before. The self-titled Brandy album sounds nothing like Never Say Never. Never Say Never sounds nothing like Full Moon. Full Moon sounds nothing like Aphrodisiac. Aphrodisiac sounds nothing like Human. Human sounds nothing like 211. And 211 definitely don't sound nothing like B7. None of her albums sound the same. The same thing for Beyonce. Dangerously in Love and B-Day, totally different albums. I Am Sasha Fierce and 4, 2 totally different albums. Lemonade and Self-Titled, 2 totally different albums. That's an artist. That's an artist. Chris Brown is not an artist. He makes records for hits. You feel what I'm saying? He makes albums to be on the radio. He makes the albums because he wants them damn streams. It's not about the artistic things about the music. It's all about getting a hit with Chris Brown. You already know he's gonna give you a hit. You know what I'm saying? Missy Elliott is an artist. Super Duper Fly in the Real World sounds nothing the same. Missy So Addictive and Under Construction, totally different. This Is Not a Test in the Cookbook, totally different. I'm just saying. So that's just how, that's the way I look at it. I look at it that way. Like, I don't really believe that Chris Brown is an artist. He's an entertainer, not an artist. If you're an artist, you know how to step outside the box. Chris Brown does not step outside the box at all. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, and I be trying to get out of the habit of doing that, because I do tend to repeat myself and ramp. I'm trying not to do that. But I just have to push that point, drive it home of what an artist is. An artist is a creative. You never want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, because the same thing, people get sick of it. People gonna get bored with you, so you gotta switch it up sometimes. Like with every panel that I do, we try to switch it up every time we come back. We don't want to do the same things over and over again. Even with my channel, I try to switch it up. I don't want to do the same things over again. That's what you call a creative. Like, Chris Brown is not a creative. He does things to, he stays right where he's at. Mary J. Blige, she's an R&B artist, but none of her albums sound the same either. The topics and the content may be the same, but musically and sonically, they're not the same sounding albums at all. What's the 411? Sounded nothing like my life. My life sounded nothing like Share My World. Share My World and Mary completely different. Mary and No More Drama, completely different albums. Love and Life and The Breakthrough, completely different albums. Growing Pains and Stronger with Each Tear, totally different albums. My Life 2, The London Sessions, different albums. Strength of a Woman, Good Morning Gorgeous, two different albums. None of these albums sound the same. So at the end of the day, until Chris Brown pushes more boundaries, until he steps out of the box, he can never be Michael Jackson. And he could never be better than Michael Jackson. If Usher wasn't better than Michael Jackson, what the make you think that Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson? And let's also bring in the fact that I remember being on Facebook not too long ago, and I saw this post, and people were saying, well, if there was a Chris Brown and Usher versus, who would win? And don't you know that a lot of people felt like Chris Brown would beat Usher in a versus battle? How? How on earth would Chris Brown beat Usher in any versus battle? Let's be honest. Chris ain't got no Chris ain't got no Love in His Club. Chris ain't got no Nice and Slow. Chris ain't got no You Got It Bad. Chris ain't got no You Don't Have to Call. He ain't even got to think of you. He ain't got no You Make Me Wanna. Ain't nothing. There is no way that Chris Brown would ever see Usher in anything regarding a versus in the catalog. The only person that is going to give Usher a run for their money with the versus battle is R. Kelly. And I know a lot of us don't want to give him that because of the terrible monster that he is, children-loving motherfucker that he is. We don't want to give him all that. But at the same point in time, we got to think about it. R. Kelly is the only one that could give Usher a run for his money because it ain't Chris Brown. Ain't none of these other R&B dudes seeing Usher in no kind of way. None of them. None of them are seeing Usher. Ain't none of them no competition for Usher. Leave Chris Brown with the August Alcinas. Leave Chris Brown with the Jason Derulos, whatever the fuck his name is. Leave Chris Brown with the Trey Songz in them, because he ain't seeing Usher. And that's just that on that. And I did not mean to go on no whole rant with this, but baby, listen, that pissed me off. I just had to say that. And I respect Tank, and I definitely respect him musically, but absolutely not. That I wasn't about to let that fly at all. So next is GloRilla and Megan the Stallion. Okay. Now, I think that the Neighborhood Talk removed this post because they got drugged for it, as they should have. But they made a post about GloRilla and Megan Thee Stallion. They did this close friends podcast thing on Instagram, well, for Instagram. And they talked about being the first two Southern rappers to go mainstream. And, you know, some people felt like, you know, that was clickbait. They was trying to get the people to drag Megan and GloRilla, which exactly that's what I thought too. And when they was talking about being the first two Southern MCs to go mainstream in their time, so to speak, people were bringing up Trina and all these different people that they know were never mainstream. People don't know what the fuck mainstream means. I'll explain that too when we get back. Let's get into what GloRilla and Megan Thee Stallion had to say. Let's listen, y'all.
So tell me about when you decided to bring me on tour with you, and why me?
So at first I wasn't gonna have nobody. Like I just wanted to go by myself. It was my first time going on my own tour, but I really like your music. Like I really like your music, and I really felt like, you know what, it's the Hot Girl Summer Tour. We need girls. Like we need to have a good time. We need to have a blast. And then I started thinking about who would I feel like I would have a blast with.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we are doing something very unique for the South.
Yes.
Like having big female rappers from the South. I feel like we really like the first of our time. Like that really like took off with it.
Exactly.
So I was like, I gotta bring Glo. Like I gotta ask her, do she want to do it? I feel like I would really have a good time with her, and I really like her music. And the people gotta see this shit.
Yeah.
Like they gotta see the two biggest asses.
Exactly. What the fuck?
The two biggest booties. Like we gotta put it in the same arena. Like because we gonna pack it out. And that's what we've been doing. We've been packing it out every night.
The fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, I was so happy because originally I was supposed to went on tour. Type shit for my project. When they was like, they called me, and when they said, I was like, hell, fuck, damn, like,
yes,
because I always say like, I relate to you, and I'm not just saying this because we've been on tour together, blase. Like I tell people this, like I relate to you more as a, you know what I'm saying? Because like you just got that same like that grunchy ass talking shit ass.
So I don't know if I ever told you this, but I feel like I did. Before like F&F came out, like before any of this happened, I had seen you and your homegirls, and y'all, I couldn't tell you what song it was, but y'all was all like on a white site, just like turned up. Cola was pregnant, and y'all was like lit, and I was like, no, this is live, like, and this girl, her voice is so good. Like I was showing Paris, I was like, she gonna pop because this shit is ratchet, this shit is real, like. I feel what she's saying. These beats is good. And then not too long after that, like, it was just like, everybody was like, let's go. So I was like, I told y'all what I say. And then boom. But I was already like a fan. I was like, no, this girl is like fire. And I can't wait to see her do something big.
Yeah.
And now look.
I'm glad that we really like each other music. And
like in real life.
Yes. And that's why I feel like it was so good for us to be on tour together because we come similar. We different, but we just
very similar.
Exactly. So
okay, so that was GloRilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all know those are my two favorites. Those are my two favorites. Love me some GloRilla, love me some Megan Thee Stallion. Now, the Neighborhood Talk posted that clip. They deleted it. But I'm still gonna talk about it because I had it in my notes to talk about today. I felt like that was a complete garbage of them to post that. And I just felt like they only did that just so they can get her dragged. Because I feel like they love to try to drag Meg and GloRilla for whatever reason. So they said that they the first two or the only two Southern MCs, female MCs that became mainstream, right? Then you look in the comments and they were like, Meg, why you lie like that? Why you lie like that? First of all, number one, she said in their time, meaning their generation. And number two, let's also put into perspective, why y'all naming Trina? Trina was never mainstream. Please stop. Trina was never mainstream. Trina never seen the success of a Eve. Eve was mainstream. Lil' Kim was mainstream. Okay? If you want an example of what mainstream is, those people are mainstream. Trina was never fucking mainstream. Trina only had one record that was huge, and that was Here We Go. That's her biggest song. Trina was big down south. Trina was not big up north. Trina was not big on the East Coast. Trina was big down south. I know with me growing up down south, I really thought that Trina was like all those things or whatever. But she wasn't. She was big here. They played her music a lot down here. But Trina wasn't mainstream. And that is absolutely okay. She don't have to be. But she was never really just mainstream like that. Here We Go was the most mainstream Trina ever was. The most mainstream that Trina ever was. Just being honest. Then It's one thing you say Trina, but then you say Gangsta Boo. Gangsta Boo was not mainstream. Love her. Y'all know I love me some Gangsta Boo. But Gangsta Boo was not commercial. Gangsta Boo was not mainstream. None of her records were huge like that. Where Them Dollars At is my song. Love Don't Live is my song. But she was not mainstream. Mia X was not fucking mainstream. LaChat was not mainstream. Then they had the nerve to be listing Da Brat. Da Brat not even from down south. Da Brat is from fucking Chicago. Why y'all even naming Da Brat? Why y'all naming Da Brat? That girl not even from down south. And I saw so many people naming her. I'm like, she is not a Southern rapper. Okay? She never even claimed the South. If you was really into music, you would know that Da Brat always stated, I'm from Chicago. Because she is. She's not from the South. So stop putting her as a Southern rapper because that's not what she is. Does she live in Atlanta? Yes. Has she lived in Atlanta for most of her time in the industry? Yeah, but she's not a Southern rapper. She's Midwest. Now, GloRilla and Megan, they're the hottest right now. Lotto is actually pretty dope too. I can give you that. I can give Lotto her things. I know a lot of people don't like to give Lotto her things, but you know, Lotto, I really feel like she has a chance to be something. I think that Lotto was boring though as an artist. Like, I think that Lotto can rap and her new album is really good. But when it comes down to it though, it just, I don't connect with Lotto. I don't know what drives me away from her, but she bores me. Like, I love Big Energy. Sunday Service is my song, but she bores me. Like, I don't really be getting excited when I hear about a new Lotto record. I don't feel any excitement about a Lotto record at all. Like, I don't. Like, I've never felt, oh shit, Lotto finna drop. Let me see what she got. No. Mm-mm. Never felt that way about Lotto. However, I saw K Michelle online talking about how great her album was. And if K Michelle's saying that the album is good, then I know I gotta listen to it. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to it and I was pleasantly surprised that her album was actually pretty good. Like, you know, I'm like, okay, she got something here. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. But I just never, and maybe it's just me, but I just never feel any excitement about Lotto when she's about to come out. I just don't. Like, I never, like, her singles are good. Like, I never just be excited to hear an album. Like, what's so crazy, like I said, was I love Sunday Service. Like, I be rapping that shit word for word every morning on my way to work. If you watch my Instagram stories, you would know. What else? I love Put It On the Floor. Big Energy made me a believer in her ass. Okay, Big Energy is my song. Okay, you know. Yeah, love Big Energy. Make me think about somebody. Love Big Energy. Let me see. It's Given. Love that record. But I just never wanted to hear like a full album from her. It's kind of like with Saucy Santana. I never want to hear no full project from him. Although Walking Like a Dog is my shit. And Walk is my shit. But I just never. Yeah. Meg, I don't care what she does. I'm always excited. GloRilla, I'm always excited. From the moment I heard F and F, I was sold. And it's probably because I'm from Mississippi and GloRilla is from Memphis. And Memphis is like 2 hours away from us. And we have some of the same sayings. Like when I hear her say, Maine, this Maine, I say that all the time. We say Maine around here. You know what I mean? So we pretty much from the same area if you really want to be real or technical about the situation. So that could be why I love Glo and Meg. Another thing too, I don't like Sexy Red at all. I think that she's a disgrace, but it's so sad that that song, You My Everything, is stuck in my head now, and I can't get it out my head. Like at work, I'll walk in, I'll clock in, and I see my coworkers, and they know what I'm about to do. Soon as I clock in, I'll be like, I said, "Who, baby? I love you, babe." Soon as I clock in, or I find myself randomly stalking at work, and I'll be like, boy, you know this sad super fat. I ain't lying. Instead of saying get it sex, I'd be like, get it Scotty. Like I'm just saying, it'd be stuck in my head. Like it'd be stuck in my head. Or how about Ski? Now that song be stuck in my head. I remember it's so funny that you bring him up. It's so funny that you just brought him up. When we went out one day, that was the day we met, but that was the day we went to brunch, and then we went to a club later that day. When we went to that club and he bought all them damn shots, I was drunk. Like I said, I don't really be dancing when I'm at clubs. I'm sitting on the wall. Ski came on, and I was just dancing all up in front of him and stuff. I still got the video on my phone. I had posted it on Instagram in my story, but I was dancing on his ass, dancing on him. You know, he was behind me like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like her, but some of her records be stuck in my head like, Ski, when you see me and you're trying to say what's up, Ski. No. Like, yeah. I have no business liking it. Who else is out? JT. She's another one that don't excite me like that. And I'm sitting here wondering why she excites everybody else. Like, when she was in City Girls, her verses would be the verses I would be waiting on. Like, her verses were my favorite. Like, remember when City Girls was on that Throat Baby song and they did like the remix with him? And JT's verse was my favorite verse. How did it start off though? Did get hard every time I walk. My throat crazy. He gonna keep hurting you. My throat crazy. Straight jacket, white suit. I like to be fucked like a slug. Come in, daddy, let me eat it up. Look at his eyes and swallow that nut. Itty bitty nigga, but the dick big. I'm his baby mama, we got no kids. That's my part. I love it, but I don't know what it is about her music. I'm just not feeling it too much. But then Bando is forcing this damn JT comment shit on me, because every time he be posting shit and I be looking at it, it'd be like JT comment, and now that's stuck in my head. But when it comes down to JT, she's another one that I'm never really excited about. I don't care about what she does. Ice Spice is boring. I never like Ice Spice. She's a bore. Like, I need for her to go like, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, please go. I don't like her. Okay. I never heard of Flo Millie's music. I don't know nothing about her. I just know that the Barbs can't stand her based off of what I've seen the past few days on social media. I don't know anything about Flo Millie. The only time that I heard of Flo Millie was when she was on the Sunday Service remix. That's the first time I ever heard her rap. I've never listened to Flo Millie's music a day in my life. I don't know anything about her. Cardi B is lame to me now. I don't like these current songs that she got. I ain't really with it like that. I'm just not for it. But you know, I could spend all day talking about female rap. But I'm not the Armand Wiggins show. I ain't trying to take what he got going on. But I, you know, because I love me some Armand. But you know, we could talk about that at another time. Okay. Next up. Next on this list, we got Karlie Redd. Now, y'all know we talked about Karlie Redd. I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. But y'all do know that Karlie Redd is dating this man. You know, she been talking about him for the longest on Love and Hip Hop and shit. And apparently, you know, the baby mama had came out and had some things to say about her making, you know, blended family comments and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the baby mama came out and said, I just got jumped walking out the club. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, like, be for real. I don't know nobody in ATL to beef with. So apparently, Karlie's boyfriend's baby mama got jumped, and I guess she's blaming Cardi B for it. I guess that's what she doing. And I'm just like, well, I wouldn't be surprised if Cardi B got her to get jumped. I wouldn't be fucking surprised at all, you know. But I don't understand. I don't. First of all, I never could understand Cardi B's logic when it comes down to men. Anyway, like, you 50, you probably 55, you're probably close to my mama. And my mama just turned 59 last month. My mama just turned 59. Cancer. She just turned 59, and I'm just like, girl, why would you even want to be involved in any situations like this? You feel what I'm saying? Like, Karlie is just weird. You know, Karlie is a mess. I don't understand why Karlie is even, you know, even involved with someone like that. Karlie is just weak as fuck to me. Like, girl, what? I would hope that you didn't get that girl jump. You know, I would hope that you didn't. But, you know, it is what it is, Karlie. I mean, you'll do anything for a man. But, you know. When did I say Cardi B? I ain't say her, did I? Karlie just wants a man. Come hook or come crook. Right, exactly. Oh, I didn't know I said it. Oh, well. Y'all knew who I was talking about, though. Woo, it'd be so crazy to see people up in here when they just called you a dick rider the other day. Funny. Anyway, let's move on to the next. So we're gonna go into Beyonce mama, Tina Knowles. Let's go into her. And you know, she was divorcing her husband, Richard Lawson. And baby, I don't know if y'all know, but baby, let me make this big. Apparently, Tina Knowles, aka Beyonce mama, she's ordered to pay her now ex-husband $300,000 in a divorce settlement. $300,000 in a divorce settlement, y'all. Baby, that is crazy. But we're about to go ahead and get into the story now. So it's officially over for Tina Knowles and her estranged husband, Richard Lawson, okay? According to In Touch Weekly, the ex-couple has come to a settlement that satisfies on both sides. In the court docs, the party claims that they want to split due to irreconcilable differences that have arisen between the parties, which have led to the irredeemable breakdown of their marriage, making it impossible for the parties to live together as husband and wife. Tina will reportedly have to pay Richard a one-time payment of $300,000. Neither will have to pay spousal support. Tina was awarded a 2018 Tesla, 2020 Bentley, the matriarch book deal with Pigeon Random House, a 1% interest in Kirby Beauty Management LLC, furniture and artwork in her possession, and all the creative works, ideas, drafts, and other materials generated by Tina during the marriage. She also has to cover all credit card debts she accumulated during the marriage. Tina also gets to keep her LA property and all of her belongings inside the home. Richard was awarded a 2021 Cadillac Escalade, several bank and retirement accounts, and all money owed to Richard Lawson Studios, any royalties earned, and all creative works he came up with during the union. He also had to pay for everything regarding the Cadillac. The divorce settlement also mentions that both parties have to sign an NDA statement that neither one of them can speak negatively about the other or their children or their grandchildren. With respect to the mutual desire to protect the privacy rights of any all present or future grandchildren of either party, the parties agree that they would not, when asked by the media or a person, discuss said grandchildren or future grandchildren, whether verbally or in writing. Glad that they were able to work this out. Okay? But what actually happened though? Like, did Richard cheat on her or something? Like, I've always wanted to know what happened between them. You know what I mean? But I guess we could say that, you know, it worked out in both of their favors. I'm just wondering why she got to pay him all this money. You know what I'm saying? Like, why she got to come out of pocket? You feel what I'm saying? But that's just me. I don't know. But yeah. Maybe she just wasn't feeling him like that no more. That could be the issue. I mean, that's one thing I can say. Maybe she just wasn't feeling him no more. Sometimes people just don't feel marriage anymore. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So, but I guess I could say that I'm glad that they both came to terms with this divorce and they got whatever they wanted to get out of it. But at least she knew to let it go. You know, she old at this point. You know what I mean? So she got to do what she got to do. Last topic of the day is Jennifer Williams, okay? And this scam likely nigga that she with. Now this is coming from attorney Simone. What is the name of it? It's called Girl Is That Legal? That's the name of the page, y'all. That's where I got this from. And yeah, I didn't see any story about it, but I know it came from her. So we're gonna get into that because the people been saying that Jennifer's husband, well, soon to be husband, really ain't shit, and he looking for her to pay his restitution and all this other stuff. And now he has a warrant for his arrest right before the wedding. And it's only a few days before her wedding, by the way, because y'all know she was already out here, you know, getting ready and talking about it and stuff like that. So we're about to go ahead and get into it. Let's hear what Girl Is That Legal got to say about this. Shout out to her. This is coming from her. I'm crediting her. This is where it's coming from. So let's get into it, y'all.
Of him allegedly not receiving the money. And I said, well, it's out of my account, so it doesn't make sense that you don't have the money. So then I had to.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you this is how the scam goes. When you sent it via PayPal, you probably sent it as a business transaction, which meant you received PayPal protection that would have covered you today. When he realized that you sent it that mechanism, he played dumb and stupid. Because the other scam, a similar scam that they'll do is they'll tell you, oh, don't send it PayPal business, send it friends and family. The difference is huge. You send it friends and family, no protection. You send it through business, as in you're purchasing a service. So with my clients, even when you buy one of my ebooks, Background Checks 101, how to find out who the F you're dealing with. When you do that, I in turn have to pay a fee on my side. That fee actually covers insurance for you in case I don't deliver what I said I was going to give you.
Wow, I didn't know that.
That's what it
is. So then I came across one of your videos, and I'm like, oh, let me reach out to you. And what I'm trying to do now is get my updated account balances from him because he's saying that most of the money was lost. But you know, we can always rebuild, is what he said. And I said, okay, well, since you're going to rebuild, how much of my money is left, basically? But he hasn't responded. And I also looked up, I went to the FBI's website as well. And there's a form that you can complete on their website for internet crimes, but I haven't completed it. So those are things that I've done so far.
What are you waiting for?
I really, for one, I want to see if he's going to respond with my updated balance, and then I'm going to ask him if he could give me my money back. I want to do that before I report him to the FBI, and then also I wanted to know if you were aware of any type of additional action that I could take, like class.
Now, all I'm going to say is this, y'all. I've always thought that this nigga was a scammer from the moment we saw him. That was the moment I saw him on my screen. I thought that he was from the moment I saw him on my screen. I always felt like he was a scammer. I don't know what it is about Jennifer kangaroo looking ass. I don't know what it is about her that makes her that attracts scammers to her. I just don't know what it is. But I really feel bad for her though, because I don't know what it was like. I just don't know what it was about him. Like, I saw him from a mile away being a scammer. And the fact that you was ready to marry him within 9 months, and then, you know, he tells you out of the blue that he got to do you know, he got all of this restitution and he got to pay and all this other stuff. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was just weird to me how that even happened. He just gave me big scammer energy, you know, and I don't know if I could see it, but if everybody else, if I could see it, I'm pretty sure she could. Like, I don't know why she didn't see that, because that motherfucker looked like he a scammer. Like, he looked like a light-skinned scammer. That's what he looks like. And and there's people coming out, because I think Mims already broke a story in regards to him scamming other people and doing weird shit to folks and stuff like that. Like, I really believe that. And my thing is that you doing documentaries and stuff and doing think pieces about, you know, women and scammers, and here you go constantly dealing with the same old men, the same old scammers. That's what you keep on dealing with. So I don't know, but girl, it is what it is. That's all I can say. But y'all, hopefully we get more about this entire story, to be honest and frank with you. That's what I'm hoping. But we're gonna get into some things though. We definitely will. So with that being said, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. I'll be going live again later tonight around 9 Eastern, I believe. I'll be talking about Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King later on today. I got to get up off of here because Carl's video is about to come out. So I got to be there to support my friend and all those things. But I hope you guys really enjoyed the show. I feel like these last couple of lives that I've been doing, as far as like my gossip shows, have been pretty good. I think they've been decent shows in my opinion. I hope you guys have been enjoying it, because I've been trying to do my best with this, with everything I got going on right now. I've been trying to give you guys my best. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. But with that being stated, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell. So you could be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below, you guys. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave you guys with the preview to Carl's new video, Cock Gobbling, and that'll be it, you guys. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next live. Bye, y'all.